India lost. Again? यार ये हो क्या रहा है? ये टीम कभी नहीं बदलेगा. Another ICC tournament, another loss. Same thing again and again. I mean, to be honest, I didn't have any emotions once India lost. Simply, well, I'm too used to India losing, as I'm sure you are. WTC final, then T20 World Cups. It's become the new norm. Perform excellently in the group or league stage, and then in the knockouts, lose. I probably would have cried if India won the World Cup, but I didn't cry when India lost. Yes, India should be very proud of themselves. They were the best team by far for 44 out of the 45 days. But at the end of the day, no one cares or remembers who was second place. Well, I guess I care because that's why I'm making the video today.
Finally, you've restarted your channel. Now I can get my salary.
What do you mean restarted? There were just some technical difficulties. Anyway, let's review the World Cup for India, starting from the positives, which seems to be everything. We can't not start with Virat Kohli. I mean, 6 half centuries and 3 centuries, averaging just a tad below 100. The highest aggregate score in the World Cup by far, 765 runs in the bank. You can see why he was declared the player of the tournament. He seemed to be in his fluent best, and that's been for some time now. For more than a year now, we have seen Virat Kohli return to the statue of greatness. He stated during the post-match conference of a match that he has been given the role to play around others and that other batsmen express themselves freely. His performance reminded me of Lionel Messi's 2014 World Cup, who almost single-handedly won the World Cup for them but lost in the finals in the last few minutes, and like Virat Kohli, won the player of the tournament.
It's Lionel Messi.
Hey, I know more soccer than you do, okay?
It's football.
You come here now. I just can't emphasize how crucial Rohit Sharma was for India. Captaincy aside, look at what he's done on the field. It might not seem that he got a lot of 50s, but he had 5 scores between 40 and 50. He had set the perfect template, an example of how India would play throughout this tournament. His strike rate was 125. Let it sink in for a moment. Among those with more than 150 runs, only Maxwell's, Klaasen and Travis Head's was higher. Right from the get-go, he went hard and attacked the bowlers, which gave guys like Shubman Gill and Kohli to settle down. So Rohit, a wonderful team player and a tremendous asset to the side. And it was not just Virat and Rohit. I mean, the full batting department was on fire. Shreyas Iyer, who I doubted he was playing off the short ball, came good at the back end of the tournament, scoring back-to-back centuries and ending up with 530 runs. KL Rahul also provided stability and a sense of ease in the middle order. Quite a few times, India were in a position of danger after losing quick wickets, but KL Rahul batted beautifully throughout the tournament. I expected more from Shubman Gill, to be honest. I mean, the stat says he had scored 4 half centuries and scored 350 runs, but he didn't play to the best of his potential. He gets a start and that's it, he just gets out. It was like he encountered adversities in converting his initial innings into substantial scores.
Wow, using ChatGPT.
The ChatGPT, what is that? I have never used that AI tool at all.
I never said anything about an AI tool.
Right, what about bowling? You know why I'm smiling? You probably are also, because that's all you can do after watching Mohammad Shami. Just a note I would like to point out, Shami was not in the starting 11 at the beginning of the tournament. He came in only in India's 5th match, replacing the injured Hardik Pandya, yet managed to be the highest wicket taker in this tournament. Out of those with more than 1 wicket, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, he had the lowest bowling average and strike rate and the most number of fifers, which speak volumes about his performance. And that just shows that he still got the knack to pick up wickets. But to be honest, I was more impressed by Jasprit Bumrah. He got 20 wickets, which is impressive to say the least. But what was more impressive was his economy of 4.06, the lowest out of any bowler in this tournament. He comes in the opening overs, bowls a spell, takes breakthroughs, comes in the middle overs, builds up the pressure and then finishes the job in the death overs. A brilliant tournament from him. I've not forgotten about the spinners too. Kuldeep and Jadeja might have just fallen under the radar due to the limelight taken away by Shami and Bumrah. But make no mistake, they played a crucial part in India's success. 31 wickets between the two at an economy of 4.35. They did an excellent job to control the run flow in the middle overs. So most runs, most wickets, most half centuries, best batting average. India held numerous team and individual records throughout the tournament. So what went wrong? To be honest, there was nothing much. I mean, sometimes Siraj was tad too expensive at the top order or Surya Kumar Yadav couldn't get going, but when you win 10 out of your 11 matches, it's really hard to point fingers at. You could question whether Kohli and Rahul should have played with a more aggressive manner because they faced the most number of balls for India but were striking below 100. But I mean, I'm saying it again and again, it was a perfect tournament for India. Well, near perfect. Had India won the finals, everyone would be praising the team, saying, oh look, Kohli and Rahul ensured stability in the middle overs. But now that we lost, fingers need to be pointed. So if we talk about the final match, it was an abysmal performance. I mean, if Siraj and Shami have hit the same amount of boundaries as all the other Indian batsmen batting from overs 11 to 50, tells you all you need to know. Just 4 boundaries were hit by India during that period. I mean, were they playing gully cricket or something, thinking that, oh, if I hit a lofted shot and it goes in the stands, I would be out? Well, I don't know. Travis Head scored more boundaries than the full Indian side, so yeah. Once Rohit Sharma got out, that was probably the first turning point of the match. And when Virat Kohli got out, oh, he was looking so good. He probably would have gotten a double century by the way he was batting.
Optimism is one thing, but realism is also there.
Talking is one thing. Talking when I'm talking is another thing. So that's it for today's video. India so close yet so far once again. How many times I have to say that again and again? Well, I'm not sure. Probably until I make it to the Indian side. Anyways, don't forget to like the video, share it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Tata and adios.